All right, we are live here today on MTG Unpacked. I see there's a bunch of people on already. Welcome to Notorious. Hope everyone's having a fine weekend. So just getting things set up here. And we have some Dominaria United, so we'll be taking a look at those today, so the regulars know what that's all about. Let's see, where am I? This thing. So we will get started momentarily. And the Patron snap packs, if you're not aware, so we go through the Patron boxes here, just grab a bunch of cards and put together a so-called snap pack. So a little something extra for the patrons each month. Okay, so now we have this. Welcome to Peter Sorensen and Hervoy. All right, so let me know if the sound's coming through loud and clear, and we will get started. So the first patrons will be putting together, we'll be grabbing the foils, so that's the 1-pack tier. So we'll introduce those patrons. So first up, we have Paul Hayes. Thank you for being a patron. Let's grab a foil here for you. What's it going to be? We have Floodhound. All right, pop him in here. Next up, we have Mia Impala. Thank you for being a patron. Grabbing you a foil. Hayes is on Shaper of Sand. Okay, foil etched rare. Not too shabby. Next up we got John Hayden. Thank you for being a patron. Grabbing you a foil. Grabbing two apparently. We have Radha Coalition Warlord. Wait. Did I? Okay, I did. All right, so this is a textured foil. Nice. Okay, pop that in there for you. Next up we have Hato Senpai. Thank you for being a patron. Grabbing you a foil Oblivion Ring. Okay, and next we have CVC Pharmacy. Thank you for being a patron. Grabbing you a foil Attended Socialite. And if you're in the US, you might find that patron name a little amusing, just because there's like a pharmacy chain with a similar name. Okay, Poe Monroe 88, you're up next. Grabbing a foil Cathar Commando. All right. And next we have Mr. Cake Boss. Thank you for being a patron. Grabbing you a foil Waxmane Baku. That's a bit of a strange one. What is that from Modern Masters 2015 by the look of it. Welcome to Alexander. We've got Bermudian Belbachir. You're up next. Thank you for being a patron. It's a foil Avon Initiate. And some of these sleeves you'll notice are empty. That means I've just got to do the openings for the patrons in the next week. We've got Potats, you're up next. Thank you for being a patron. We have a foil Llanowar Green Widow. Foil rare, good stuff. And one more at the foil tier. We have Yella Achterberg. Thank you for being a patron. Grabbing you. Let's put this one back here. A foil. Oh, Child of Alara. Okay, foil rare from Double Masters 2022. So we'll set these aside and get on to the main course. So if you're a patron in the chat, you haven't piped up yet, let me know. I'll be trying to get through the patrons in the chat first. Just gotta locate them in the box. So who do we have? I saw Peter, Hervoy, Alexander. Oh, here he is. And it's Mad Dad 316. Welcome. Okay, Peter Sorensen, you're up next. Thank you for being a patron. So the way this works, I'm gonna grab 5 commons out of here. 3, 4, and 5. And then we're gonna have 5 uncommons. 2, 3, 4, and one more. And then we'll grab a foil and a rare or mythic. And there's a ton of mythics in here this month. So hopefully we pulled you one of those. Okay, we have 10th District Legionnaire. Carrion Screecher, and people don't overcook your chook, because that's what it will turn out like. Not very tasty. Contaminated Aquifer. Boiling Earth. Sheltering Boughs. Welcome to Sandwich. Riftmark Knight. Knight of Malice. Adeliz the Cinder Wind. Hostage Taker. Okay, nice extra rare for you. Board the Weatherlight. Foil Rulikmon's Warren Chief. Goblin. And a mythic Tetsuo Imperial Champion. Nice. From Dominaria United. So enjoy the pulls there, Peter. And let's see if I can find the others here. And nope. Where is everybody here? Going through the box. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right. Next up we have Mad Dad 316. Thank you for being a patron. Got a very tasty Khan this month. So we'll see what we can add to your collection. And a foil, rare or mythic. All right, let's go. So we got a Deep Cavern Imp, Nyxborn Corsair, Manticore Showcase, Feral Prowler, Warehouse Thief, extra rare, Territorial Allosaurus, that is not an Allosaurus Shepherd, however, Resolute Rider, Brine Coma, and this one flips around into Brine-bound Gift. Grun the Lonely King. Keeg the Geek. Are there more videos for this month? Haven't seen my pack opening on the channel yet. Well, there are, let's see, what are we, it's 24th. We have 6 more days in the month. So yeah, patron videos stacked up twice a day in some cases. We got Valda, Keeper of the Flame. Is it Boilerworks? Oh, that's the foil. Okay, there we go. And Baru Worm Speaker is the rare. Okay, another Dominaria United card. So enjoy the pools. Mad Dad 316. Okay, let's see who else we got here. I thought I saw, no, not here. Here we go. Next up we have Hervoy V. Thank you for being a patron. Is that I think that's just a regular Defiler of Vigor, but still very tasty pool. 3, 4, and 5. Yep, Worm Tribal. Has anyone made a worm deck? What is the deal with the worms? What do they do? This guy looks like he's pretty beefy. 6/6 for 5. Oh, and counters and so forth. Interesting. Okay, foil and rare or mythic for Hervoy. So we have Momentary Blink, Thalid Shell Dweller, Kilden Warcaller, Honor the Godfurrow, Citadel Gate, Elven Bow, June Diviner, Price of Betrayal, Vow of Flight, Raving Visionary, Foil Voltaic Servant, and the rare, it's a Sedgemoor Witch. And this is the one, I think I might have had this in the Pest deck. So, oh, and it's got the promo stamp. Very cool. So enjoy those, Hervoy. Thank you for being a patron once again. And then let's see, we've got a few other patrons here. So we'll dig through. And like I said, if you are a patron, speak up. I'll get your snap pack done a little sooner. And who else did we have? Oh, Alexander. Here we go. Oh, actually, just remembered, Alexander, I think you had 2 this month. Yeah, here we go. So I'll get that ready. Okay, next up we have Alexander D. Thank you for being a patron. So we will go digging into the box. 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Foil. Rare or mythic. Awesome, Keeg the Geek. Welcome. Yes, your opening coming up next week. We've got Tempting Witch, Kinsbale Courier, Expendable Lackey, Garenbrig Carver, Etecap, Mercurial Transformation, Disciplined Duelist, Cast Down, Shall-Eyes Acolyte, Precognition Field. Okay, this is an extra rare. Foil Lawhold Excavation, and Squirrel Wrangler. Check out that face. That is hilarious. Okay, so we'll set this aside. And welcome, Matthew. Okay, next up we have... It's Alexander. He is back for seconds. Okay, so... Squirrel Wrangler. I can't remember if I had any other squirrel theme things here. So we'll see what we get. Sometimes I'll seed the box with, always seeding with goblins, of course. Sometimes we have trolls, and sometimes there's other weird creatures. So 3, 4, 5. Welcome to Apana. Got a foil here and rare or mythic. All right, Alexander, let's see what we got here in the second one here. Aerial Guide. Ding, 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 ding. Wild card time. Yeah. Standard pack. All right. Dominaria United this month. Okay, we have Blur of Blades. Avon Riftwatcher. We'll crack open that pack momentarily. Avon of Enduring Hope. Ordeal of Nylea. Prosperous Thief. Champion of the Flame. Citizen's Crowbar. Knight of Grace. Foil God's Willing. And Hammer of Perforos is the rare. So that's from the OG Theros. Okay, so cracking the pack here. So you'll get the rares, mythics, foils, anything over $1, art cards, anything from the list, legendaries. At this point, I'm just about chucking the whole pack. We've got Marius, Scholar of Antiquity is the art card. So very cool. Welcome to MTG Cards and Review. Just cracking open a pack here. It's one of the wild card pools. We have a Forest Elfheim Worm. Speaking of Worm Tribal, Scout the Wilderness, Captain's Call, Smash to Dust, Inscribed Tablet, Shalley's Acolyte, Strength of the Coalition, Wingmantle Chaplain, and Zar-Ogenin, Scion of a Favra. So the showcase version here. Temporary Lockdown is the rare. Will we get another one? We do not, but we do get a nice foil Tachova, Steward of Tides. And of course, a magic minigame, Telepathic Transmission. The best pull here for you, Alexander. Enjoy. Okay, so we'll scoop it all up and move on to our next patron here. We have Keeg the Geek. Thank you for being a patron. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and a foil and rare or mythic. All right, and like I said, your opening coming up next week. Can't remember which day in particular. I'd have to check the schedule. We have Alchemist Retrieval, Moss Diamond, Greater Tanuki, Shivan Fire, Fang Dragon, Psychic Pickpocket, Salt Blast, Fountain of Renewal, Magma Pummeler. What am I skipping here? Wild Onslaught, Foil Torch Breath, and a mythic, Bruna Light of Alabaster. Awesome artwork. Fantastic. Who is the artist here? Winona Nelson. All right. So we will set this aside. And then we'll move on to our next patrons. Okay, so who did we have? Matt. Alright, so I think I saw your thing here. Where are we? Here we go. Alright, next up we have Matthew Ingles. Thank you for being a patron. Got a very nice Khan this month, the borderless art. And Khan, I think this time around they had 2 variants. And Ajani, he had, what was it, like 5 or 6 different variants. That's pretty crazy. I wonder if they'll ever do like 5 or 6 Liliana variants. People would be gobbling those up like hotcakes. Okay, Matthew, let's go. So take a look. We have a Phyrexian War Horse. So if you've never seen what a Phyrexian horse looks like, it's pretty much it, like a bad paper mache type thing. We got a Lockthwain Paladin, Deranged Assistant, Scholar Grove Dancer, Guiding Bolt, Goblin Banneret. Stone Speaker Crystal, Fight with Fire. Blood Tithe Harvester, Yavimaya Elder. Foil, Darling of the Masses, and what's it gonna be? It is a Goblin Chain Whirler. Yes, look at that beautiful face. Isn't that the most magnificent creature you have ever seen, as all goblins are, of course. All right, so Servio, let's see here. I do recall seeing your envelope here. Where did I put that? Here we go. Oh, okay, you did pretty well this month. Next up we have Servio. Thank you for being a patron. Got his Teferi's protection. Fantastic pull. That is Double Masters 2022. So I thought the artwork was a little bit different on that one. Actually, that one I've reprinted a bunch of times now. I think it was in the Mystical Archives in Strixhaven as well. Okay, foil, rare or mythic. We have a Myconid Spore Tender. Weaselbat Redcap, Goblin Knight. Fire Diamond, Seagate. Goliath Paladin, Assassin's Ink, Keeper of Fables, and from Throne of Eldraine. Who's looking forward to the new Throne of Eldraine next year? What is it? Wilds of Eldraine, I think. We've got Sulphur Elemental, Brass Herald, Wrath Capuchin, Ship's Mage, a foil backdraft Hellkite, and Planar Bridge is the rare. Okay. So scooping it up here for you. And Hail Snickers, where do you recommend to buy MTG packs? Always your local game store. I know you can get them at like Walmarts and Targets and things, but the safer, oftentimes cheaper option is to go to your local game store. Otherwise, TCG Player, Amazon, of course, eBay, online. If you're looking at larger quantities, you can buy individual packs, but a little bit risky. It's always better to get them from your local game store. Okay, next, let's see who we can grab here. We have Gavin Cochran. Thank you for being a patron. Putting together the snap pack. And foil and rare or mythic. Okay, so Gavin, we have a Aki Ronin Goblin Samurai, Quasali Pride Mage with the nice borderless art, Cat Wizard, Trailblazer's Torch, Vexing Gull, Navigator's Compass, Vilespawn Spider, Shimmerwing Chimera, Rensrun Hydra, Allura Merry Thief. Got an extra rare Joda Archmage Eternal, foil Scophos Reaver, and a mythic Dragon Lord Silumgar. Nice one. All right, so we'll pop him in here. And let's see, who do we have next? It is Brendan. Thank you for being a patron. So the wild cards usually have 2 per box, and they are in the common and uncommon slots. And once we drain those, then we repopulate the box. Welcome to Card Freak 89. And we've got the 10 there and a foil rare or mythic. Okay, Brendan, let's get into it. Welcome, Connor. We've got a Sea Hag. Toll of the Invasion, Living Lightning, Dread Linorm, Gemhide Sliver, Brass Knuckles, Bronze Plate Boar, Utopia Mycon, Arcanus Owl, Dragon Arch, Foil Yanti Malison, and a Diluvian Primordial is the rare. Okay, so popping these in here for you. And Card Freak 89. Let's see where you're at. Here we go. Oh, that's a fun one. So we were with the collector boosters. Every patron who was getting one of those also got a Legends card pull. So Card Freak 89 got the Crimson Kobolds. Very cool. Lots of kobolds in that set. Thank you for being a patron. Welcome to Kai. Whole bunch of patrons coming into the chat now. And Keith TKW, welcome. Okay, Card Freak 89. What do we got? We got a Maria's Outrider, Sylvan Bounty, Timora's Invoker, Eyeblight Assassin, Gilded Ceradon, Leech Gauntlet for the uncommon, Stingerfling Spider, Aranus Gloomstalker, Selesnya Sentry with the Borderless Art, nice, extra rare, Evra Halcyon Witness, Foil Temporal Firestorm, Borderless, and a Mythic Obnixilis Reignited. All right. So that's a promo card. It says it's stamped BFC, but I think it was one of the more recent sets in the promo pack. So enjoy the pulls there, Card Freak 89. We'll set all this aside. Let's see here. We have Keith and Kai, Connor. I did see the sleeves here, so here is Kai. And who else? Yep, Keith. Okay, next up we have Keith TKW. Thank you for being a patron. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I think it's probably pretty late for Keith at this time. So we'll try to get through this as quick as we can. And a foil and rare or mythic. Okay, what do we got for Keith? We got an Enoch Bondkin. Keith's a night owl. 12:30 a.m. Oh, get some sleep. Actually, I was up till I think 1 this morning getting all this stuff together, so I know what you mean. Deathbloom Thallid Bog Badger. Yes, got the badgers. Anyone remember the badger meme from about 20 years ago? We got Runaway Together, Ingot Chewer, Wild Onslaught, Purple Worm, Champion of the Flame. Servio, wouldn't that be something to pull? An Allosaurus Shepherd from the box. Yes, it would be. I would need to win the lottery first, though. Fearless Fledgling, Adverse Conditions, Foil Avenging Hunter, and Solemn Simulacrum is the rare. All right, Keith is catching up on Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. What do you think so far? I'm very curious. I have some distinct opinions about that show, but I'd like to see what other people think. Kai Malo, you're up next. Thank you for being a patron. Card Free 89. Is it a good series? I can say without a doubt the scenery, the cinematography, absolutely fantastic. Special effects on the buildings, backgrounds, everything is really good. Keith thinks it's pretty good, has some theories so far, although the casting is kind of weird, yeah. So cinematography, fantastic. The acting is a little bit off. I think some people were miscast. And I think the writing and dialogue is really clunky. Like, I'm watching House of the Dragon as well. I think that is like top tier stuff. Of course, you can always nitpick plot holes and things, but yeah, really firing on all cylinders there. But The Lord of the Rings, it's okay. It's reasonably entertaining, but you might be struggling to get through the first couple of episodes. It does get a little bit better, but yeah, not as great as I was hoping. Yeah, exactly. So Kai, we have Short Circuit, Strategic Planning, Vampire Sovereign, Ghastly Death Tyrant, Breath Weapon, Dragon Whelp, Inevitable End, June Rider Outlaw, Goblin Barrage, Garner the Blood Flame, Relief Captain, and another mythic, Demon Lord Bells Unlock. Okay, so what is he? He's from Dominaria. Okay then. He did not make a reappearance, did he, in Dominaria United? I don't think so. All right, Kai Malo, you're back for seconds. Let's get into it. So I know I criticize that show. I do watch some other pretty ordinary, awful shows. So I've been watching She-Hulk. That is pretty brainless entertainment, but I'm a bit of a She-Hulk fan, so I'm watching. Also, The Walking Dead. I'm still sticking with that, even though the show is pretty much Walking Dead at this point. They've got a lot of divergences from the comics. So if you read the comic series, much better than the show, in my opinion. Although there are certain characters and certain episodes that are really good. But yeah, it's really average these days. So Kai, we've got Hezru, Drudge Sentinel, You're Ambushed on the Road, Sergeant at Arms, Mammoth Spider, Flux Channeler, Agent of the Iron Throne, Dauntless Bodyguard, Exotic Pets. What? Another Dauntless Bodyguard. Okay, that's fun. Halfway to your playset. Foil Futurist Operative, and another mythic, Nissa of Shadowed Boughs. Excellent with the promo stamp. So enjoy the pulls. And let's see, anyone else in the chat? I think I might have covered everybody. So we'll move on to our next patron here. We have Hayden Eckstein. Thank you for being a patron. And there is still another wild card lurking in this box. So as these collections of cards dwindle, we should be able to come across it. And a foil, rare or mythic. All right, Hayden. So check it out. We have Power Stone Shard, Marching Duo Drone. That's my face when I'm opening magic packs. Sometimes. Okay, Nahiri's Binding, Blessed Hippogriff, Excavation Elephant, Frenzied Saddle Brute, Elegant Entourage, Skulking Killer, Azorius Chancery, Borderless, awesome, Burnished Heart, Foil the Raven Man, but wait, this is a textured foil, holy moly, okay, that's pretty cool. And Lich's Mastery is the rare. So enjoy the pulls there. What do people think of the textured foils in Dominaria United compared to Double Masters 2022? So that one was the first appearance of the textured foils. Except they've changed them a bit. Not quite the same in Dominaria United. Next up we have Bondrock. Thank you for being a patron. And Keith loves the textured foils in Dominaria United. It's funny, I was getting slammed in the first video of the collector boxes because I didn't know, like, I thought they were foil etched. I'm like looking at it, it's like, is this foil etched? Why? Because I was expecting the textured foils from Double Masters 2022, but they've done it a little bit differently. So a bit confusing, but I did some research, got that figured out. Okay, you're confronted by robbers. Shiny Impetus, Heapgate, Mighty Leap, Phyrexian Rager, Dauntless Bodyguard again. Did I like stuff in a whole playset? Weight of Memory, Cast Down, Sunrise Cavalier, Extra Rare, Primeval's Glorious Rebirth, Foil Stillfin Whale, and we have Puppeteer Click is the rare. That's a bit of strange artwork. Weird scarecrow looking thing. Okay. And let's see. Who do we have next? It is Ace Explorations, doing nicely with the Vampiric Tutor. So that was a crazy list pull, which I was surprised it was even in the list. I'm like, what the heck? Was not expecting this. You expect them from Commander Legends, but the list, they really juice stuff up. What's the best list pull you've gotten? I know Streets of New Capenna had a lot of excellent cards in that slot. Okay, so let's go for Ace Explorations. Sadly, there's nothing of that caliber in the box, but we'll see what else we can get. Although if we do get a wild card, you could get a Shieldred, so that's always possible. We've got Fang of Shigeki, Traumatic Visions, Heartfire, Warlord's Fury, Death's Head Buzzard, Goblin Warchief, Rune of Mortality, Demonic Lore, Inspiring Leader, Treasure Keeper, very nice Foil Island, and a mythic Weatherlight from the original Dominaria. All right, so some decent pulls there for Ace Explorations. And next we have Matteo Vaenti. Thank you for being a patron. Two, three, 4, and 5, and a foil and rare or mythic. Okay, Matteo. We have Genasi Enforcers, Spara's Adjudicators, Scaled Nurturer, Plagued Rizolka, Vessel of Ephemera, Order of Midnight, and I absolutely love that artwork. I've got the playmat, that is Sid McKinnon. Hypnotic Sprite, Bride's Gown, Knoll Warband. Oh, here it is. Ding, 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 ding. Standard pack. Okay, so this month it is Dominaria United. So we'll get into that momentarily. We've got a foil Lord of the Pit and Urza's Ruinous Blast for the rare. All right, Matteo. Let's see what we can get out of your pack. And then I think we'll switch over to the other box. This one's thinning out a little bit for the commons and uncommons. Okay, so we got a sprouting goblin. So he's like a weird fungus goblin. Look at the grin on that face. Okay then. And a mountain. Keldon Strike Team, Heroic Charge, Argivian Cavalier, Artillery Blast, Blight Pile, Walking Bulwark, Coral Colony, Bad Argivian Recruiter, Rulik Mons. Actually, I'm checking the legendaries too. So we've got Rulik Mons, Warren Chief Goblin, and a rare Ivy Gleeful Spell Thief, Foil Gitu Amplifier, and nothing from the list. Okay. So I think, did I miss any legendaries? Nope. So there we go. Mateo scooping it up. Who is up next? All right. Next we have Tay. Thank you for being a patron. Got a very cool 10/10 for 10 Apex Devastator. Those Hydras are craziness. Alright, so this is going to take a little bit because the box is so packed tight. 2, 3, 4, and 5. 3, 4, 5, yep. 1, 2. Okay, getting there. And a foil. Rare or mythic for Tay. Okay, so let's reorganize things here. We have Moonfolk Puzzle Maker, Nature's Embrace, Phyrexian Vivisector, Charm Sleep, Goblin Trailblazer, Tavern Swindler, Wall of Omens. Okay, that's pretty cool. Borderless art. Mr. Orfeo the Boulder, Rocco Cabaretti Caterer, Mindless Automaton, Foil Moulder Beast, distant cousin to the Scully Beast, and 1000-Year Storm for the rare. Alright, so enjoy the pulls there, Tay. And we'll set all of this aside before we have an avalanche. Alright, so let's see. Who do we have next? It is Ryan Hoffman. Thank you for being a patron. What is that? Tezzeret Artifice Master. Okay, yeah, that's a list pull. I was going to say I don't remember opening M19 recently. It's been a good long while since I've opened any of that set. That was one I think a lot of people considered to be a little on the weak side, although they turned things around with Core 2020 and 2021. Of course, now they've dropped the core sets entirely because they sell like crap. But they tried D&D last year was the replacement for the core set. Did they even have anything this year? I don't think so. Interesting. Okay, Ryan, we have Path of Ancestry, 7 Dwarves, Tribal Flames, Sparring Construct, Sylvan Bounty, Markov Retribution, Bring to Light, extra rare, Wing Shield Agent, OG the Exquisite Blade, Dagger of the Worthy, Tobias Doomed Conqueror, we got the foil, and Llanowar Wastes for the rare. What is that one? Commander 2021. Alright, so pop these in here for you. And next we have Connor W. Thank you for being a patron. So I think Connor, you were, I hope you're still in the chat here. And that was the Chaos tier. What did you get? An Urza's Tower Borderless. Is that the one that joins up with the other cards? There's like a Khan and a bunch of other things. Urza's Power Plant or something. Okay, and a foil and rare or mythic for Connor. We have Eel Umbra, Yuan-Ti Fangblade, Unsummon, Last Breath, Faceless One, Web Spinner Cuff, Crew Captain, there he is, Slimefoot Survey, so Slimefoot is back, Hypnotic Grifter, Quasar Augur of Agonies, Foil Scale Blessing, and Pulmonic Sliver for the rare. What is that? I think that's Time. Is that Time Spiral? The original? Alright. Scooping it up here for Connor. And the next patron, I don't know if they really need anything else. We have Uniform. Thank you for being a patron. Got the Timeless Lotus there. And if you missed the video earlier today, the collector box, we had a pretty crazy pack there. I think it had a Timeless Lotus foil, so not too shabby. And there was one we had, I think it was a set booster last week or maybe the week before, where we had Sheldred and a Timeless Lotus in the one pack. It was ridiculous. Okay, we have Errant Ephemeron, God's Willing, Sahili's Silverwing, Crowned Ceratok, Unnerve, Luxurious Libation, Alesha Who Smiles at Death, extra rare, Manifold Key, Finn the Fangbearer, that was a fun deck, the poison deck in standard, Memorial to Glory, Foil, Wind Grace, Acolyte, and a mythic Vadrok, Apex of Thunder. So we've got the promo stamp on that one from Ikoria. So enjoy the pools. Uniform. Let's see who we got next. It is Gus Otto. Thank you for being a patron. Nice mythic green sleeves from Dominaria United. So that's the Commander decks, I believe. Okay, and then the foil. Okay, Gus Otto. We have Cloud Reader Sphinx, Mana Geode, Ostvold Shield Basher, Grizzly Survivor, Sky Diamond, The Flame of Keld, Seal Away, Bretagard Stronghold, Grun the Lonely King, Gaia's Blessing, Tiana Ship's Caretaker foil, and Paradox Zone is the rare with the borderless art. Alright, hopefully these will fit just okay. And next up, we have Z Grifter. Thank you for being a patron. So we've got the foil Myla, oh not foil, regular Myla Crafty Companion. That's the one with Luca on the other side, the Planeswalker. First appeared in Ikoria, and then ended up on Strixhaven somehow. I'm not sure how that worked. I guess they are. He is a Planeswalker, so he can just essentially teleport himself to different planes of existence, which is very convenient if you need a a Planeswalker for a new set. You're just like, what do we have? Who haven't we seen in a while? What fits in with the story? Okay, Z Grifter. We have Thrill of Possibility, Jukai Trainee, Witness Protection. Oh, this is the one that renames things. Legitimate Business Person. That's hilarious. Disposal Mummy, Bloodstone Goblin, Underworld Cookbook, Wandering Mind, Howling Golem, Soul Snare, On Sarah's Wings, Foil Copper Carapace, and Blackblade Reforged is the rare. Alright, so we'll pop this guy in here. Cardfree89 says, don't know, I don't play Legacy. Oh, because somebody else is Vampiric Tutor still banned in Legacy. No idea. You can check on scryfall.com. Just type in the card name. It'll tell you the legality of the card in every format. All right. Who do we have next here? Box is thinning out a bit now. How about... we have Grey Gamma. Thank you for being a patron. And let's get a few more thumbs up there on the video. Get the YouTube algorithm juiced up and ready to go. So I've got 5 there. There we go. We've got a foil and rare or mythic. Okay, Grey Gamma. We have Wretched Throng, which is hilarious. I was teaching my son how to play. This was like a month or two back. And my wife kept saying, why do you keep talking about Richard Thong? And I'm like, okay, well, here's what it is. And she's like, oh, that's a wonderful card. We have Nexus Wardens. You come to a river, fling. Bloodstone Goblin, Furrier Judge of Valor, King Darian 48 extra rare, Mage Hunter, Sweet Oblivion, Vow of Wildness, Foil Rubblebelt Marker, and a mythic Rith Liberated Primeval. Nice with the showcase art. So enjoy the pulls there, Grey Gamma. But wait, do not leave just yet. You have another snap pack. So I don't know if Grey Gamma is lurking there. Probably we'll have to watch on the replay. So awesome mythic. Let's see what we get out of the next one here. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Foil and rare or mythic. All right, Grey Gamma. Round 2, we have Druid of the Emerald Grove, Drogskull Infantry, flipping around into Drogskull Armaments, Ambuscade, Bloodcrazed Socialite, Eye Collector, Walking Skyscraper, Wild Onslaught, Extra Rare Daring Archaeologist, Dungeon Map, Stormfront Riders, Foil Mountain, very tasty, and the rare is Helm of Kaldra. And this is the one, you have Helm, Sword, and Shield, and you get to put a Avatar Legend into play. Very nice. Okay, and let's see, we'll grab one from here. We have Brian Aguaya. Thank you for being a patron. And does anyone remember the original card with that guy? He was like sitting in a pool. I think it was in Legends, wasn't it? And now I guess he was actually in a sulfurous spring, so he, yeah, that was probably not such a good idea. Reminds me of if you've ever been to Yellowstone, I've got all those weird pools of disgustingly stinky gases and big gas clouds, and you got to be careful. Don't fall in. We have Rathai Trapper, Unknown Shores, Goblin, and Narcomancer. Reject, yes, they're kicking the goblins out of Strixhaven, invading Manticore, Grand Warlord, Radha, Extra Rare, Wandermare, turn into a Pumpkin Sandstone Oracle, Daring Saboteur, foil by your silence, and Oath of Teferi for the rare. Nice. Okay, so pop these in here. And next we have Daniel S. Hansen. Thank you for being a patron. That Shivan Devastator looks awesome. Dragon Hydra. Some of the best creatures in Magic, although you can't beat the goblins and the rats, but definitely in my top 10. Okay, so we got those. Notorious. Oh, forgot to like it. Yes, let's get some more thumbs up there on the video. So yeah. Fish Lord, you're up next. Thank you for being a patron. Got the very cool Obnixilus, the adversary. And a foil, rare or mythic. Okay, Fish Lord. We have Dauntless Avon, Rooftop Nuisance, Webweaver Changeling, Aspect of Manticore, Chronicler of Heroes, Restoration Angel, Extra Rare, The Triumph of Anax, Mindless Automaton, Rona Sheldred's Faithful, Giant's Amulet, Foil, General Marholt, Elves Dragon, and Defiler of Flesh is the rare. Phyrexian Horror. Okay, pop these in here. Is that going to fit? Oh, make it fit. No, I won't. Okay, I have another sleeve here anyway because Fish Lord is back for seconds, which is convenient because then I can stuff these cards in there. On to the next snack pack for you. 3, 4, 5. And then grabbing a foil, rare or mythic. Okay, Fish Lord. We have Scrounger of Souls, Uncanny Speed, Mesa Lynx, Echo Inspector, Ruin Rat, Brass Herald, Yargle Glutton of Urborg, Demon's Disciple. He didn't make a reappearance, did he, Yargle, in Dominaria United? We've got Storm Entity, Merfolk Falconer, Foil Banalish Honor Guard, and Jaya Sage is the rare. Okay. So enjoy the pools, Fish Lord. Let's set this aside. Yeah, sadly, no Yargle. Okay, who do we have next? It is Eric Palanco doing nicely with the Scalding Tarn this month. Excellent. Thank you for being a patron. Holy cow, we've been running for an hour already. So it seems like the live streams lately, they've been going for like 2.5 hours. So definitely a bit of a marathon. Okay, foil and rare or mythic. Eric, we have Knight of New Benalia, Slaughter Drone, Blood Petal Celebrant, Citronal Wood Readers. Yeah, Matt stuff, lots of patrons. Whenever people say, can you open up more patron slots? I'd be like, yeah, that would be great if I had an extra 24 hours a day I could use. We've got Dapper Shieldmate, Skanos Dragonheart, Two-Headed Giant, extra rare, Embolus's Clutches, Soul Snare, Untamed Kavu, Foil Wrap in Flames, and Anaba Spirit Crafter. What is that? Fallen? Is that Fallen Empires or Homelands? I always get them mixed up. So a nice Minotaur there. Next up we have, let's see, we have Brian Simmons with a fantastic Magic minigame, Telepathic Transmission. Brian is over the moon about that. Clearly, one of the best mini games you can ever find if your standards are extremely low. Matt Stuff is jealous. I know, right? It's a card everybody wishes they had. Sadly undervalued on TCG Player, but I'm sure you can pick up a bunch for really cheap, and then you can feel like a king because you have one of the best mini games ever printed. Okay, Brian, enough with the silliness. What? Enough with the silliness. And then I pull the Jackalope Herd. Okay. Ding, 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 ding. Wild card. There it is. Put this aside. Brian, you're in luck, sir. We have Cathedral Sanctifier, Warbriar Blessing, Rampaging Hippo, Mog Flunky's Goblin, Glimpse the Cosmos, Mind Rack Liege, Extra Rare, Exclusion Mage, Urgoros the Empty One, Baird Steward of Argive, Foil Call to the Void, and where is it? Oh, a mythic, Shanna Purifying Blade, Showcase Art, love it. I can't remember, did they do a textured version of that? Probably. Okay, so Dominaria United, you know the drill by now, people. So let's see what we can get for Brian, hoping for some spicy goodness. So we start off with a Plains. Really like that artwork. Would like to visit that place. And another Plains, so we'll be throwing that one in as well. Phyrexian Rager, Phyrexian Vivisector, Essence Scatter, Clockwork Drawbridge, Relic of Legends. That's actually a good pull. Will we get the other one? We do not. The Talisman, I think, the other card that's normally with that one. Tail Swipe, Tear Asunder, Cleaving Skyrider, and Vohar Vidalian Desecrator. Rare is Guardian of New Benalia. Will we get another one? Nope. Foil, Tidepool, Turtle, and a Soldier Token. No minigame in that one, alas. All right, Brian. So enjoy the pulls. Next up, we have Thomas Stanley Guff. Thank you for being a patron. I think Thomas is trying to say something there. So let's see what we get for Thomas today. 5 commons. 2, 3, 4. Whoops. And 5 along with a foil. And rare or mythic. Okay, Thomas. We have Soul's Fire, Rift Bolt, Dark Dweller Oracle, Goblin Shaman, Seeker's Squire, Academy Journey Mage, Elderfang Ritualist, Scion of Darkness, Fireborn Knight, Strength of the Coalition, Glimpse the Cosmos, Foil Haunted Fengraf, and Auspicious Ancestor for the rare. So that one's from Mirage. And it is actually a rare. They didn't have the colors of these set symbols back then. Okay, next up we have Omen. Thank you for being a patron. That is an awesome Cyclopean mummy you got there. So that was one of the Legends pulls we got for... Actually, I think we pulled that one, didn't we? From a collector booster. That wasn't one of the ones I added in there. So Omen actually got 2 Legends pulls this month. And he's like, I wish it was a tabernacle. Yes, we all do, don't we? I swear if I pulled a tabernacle, I would probably send that puppy off for grading and it would become a treasured part of the collection because that would be insanity. We have Befuddle, Sneaking Guide, Goblin Rogue, Master's Rebuke, Battlefield Promotion, Rural Recruit, Muckdrub. What on earth am I looking at? Icy Manipulator, Urtai's Scorn, Cormella Glamour Thief, Rancor, Foil Nest Invader, and Threats Undetected for the rare. So we've got the borderless art on that one. Okay, next, let's see, we have Webbles Wobble. Thank you for being a patron. Putting together this and that pack. Let's see, 3, 4, 5. Sandwich. So you guys like frogs or... Isn't there a frog? What is it? Urg? Spawn of Turg? Something like that from Dominaria United. Frog Commander. Frog Tribal needs to be a thing. 9 Lives says, wish upper tiers were available. Which tier were you looking for? If it's the Chaos tier, good luck with that. But sometimes some of the other tiers open up closer to the end of the month. We have Thallid Omnivore, Dire Mimic. Okay, yeah, that's definitely a Mimic. Yavimaya Steel Crusher, Rusted Relic, Windgrace Acolyte, Bane Whip Punisher, Refuse to Yield, Ascent of the Worthy, Lingering Phantom, Skilled Animator, Foil Supernatural Stamina, and a Mythic, Sphinx of Clear Skies. There we go. Enjoy the pools, Webbles Wobble. Notorious says, gotta get lucky. Yeah, at one point I did have all the tiers open. This is like earlier on. And they kept getting, like there was more and more and more patrons. And I got to the point, I got to about 100, I think. And it was just really too much. Just so much packing and shipping and videos, like twice a day videos. So yeah, I don't think people realize how much extra work's involved behind the scenes. Next up, we have Fatal Mirage. Thank you for being a patron. But usually what you'll find is there'll be people will be patrons for a couple of months, and then they're like, yeah, okay, I've cracked enough packs, that's good. I mean, the budget, I understand with the prices of the cards and packs and everything these days, it's getting pretty crazy, getting almost unaffordable for a lot of people. So yeah, so sometimes they'll drop out, and then that will make room for other patrons. So Fatal Mirage, we have Call to the Feast, Primordial Worm, Spell Pierce, Simic Initiate, Soul Salvage, Gut, True Soul Zealot, Goblin Shaman, River Hoopo, Fuya, Judge of Valor, Access Tunnel, Kanji's Lieutenant, Foil Plains, and what's it going to be? We have Elvish Archdruid for the rare. Okay. Yeah, what are people thinking of those stained glass artworks for the lands? It's like every set they bring out a new basic land. I'm like, oh, that looks pretty good. I think the only exception, we got to Streets of New Capenna, and I thought they looked good, but I still think the Kamigawa Neon Dynasty ones looked even better. Okay, who do we have next here? We have Connor Moody. Thank you for being a patron, a new patron there. So let's put it together. Notorious says, yeah, they're almost as good as the Kamigawa lands. Yep. And what I really struggle to believe this. Somebody said, there was a comment on a video in the last couple of weeks. They're like, oh, Magic art is so bland and samey. And I'm like, are you playing the same game? You're looking at the same cards? I know they have a consistent style, but the artwork is one of the very few things I complain about. I will complain bitterly, though, when they did double feature. Innistrad double feature did not need to be a product. That was the most disappointing thing I've ever opened on the channel. So, yeah, I do complain sometimes, but very rarely. Connor, we have Prowling Felidar, Blinding Mage, Dreg Mangler, Obnixus's Cruelty, Cruel Witness, Careful Consideration, Healer's Flock, Acquisition Octopus, Shanna Sisay's Legacy, Danitha Capuchin Paragon, Foil Cruin Striker, and In Garrick's Wake is the rare. All right, so if we're talking about TCG artwork, is there another card game you think has really good artwork? Or for that matter, really terrible artwork? I'm curious what you'll say about that. Oh, here he is. Okay. Next up, we have Notorious. Thank you for being a patron. Sorry to keep you waiting. It was like I couldn't find the pack there. And then I'm like, oh, there it is. 4, 5. Notorious says, what are the TCGs? 2, 3, 4. Matt stuff. The magic cards I made when I was 12 years old. Horrible, no art skills. All right, foil and rare or mythic. There's one other TCG I think is hitting it out of the park. I really like the art style and the quality of the Digimon cards. I think it's I would say even a step above the Pokemon art. I really like what they're doing there. So they should keep on going. We have Fire Elemental, Bloom Hulk, Charcoal Diamond, Seeker of the Way, Ingenious Artillerist, Rules Rael, Kingpin, Baird, Steward of Argive, Whisper, Blood Liturgist, Ariel, Knight of Windgrace, Extra Rare, Rona, Disciple of Gix, Urborg, Lurgoyf, there you go, add that to your Lurgoyf connection, Foil, Borderless, and Amaria, Shepherd is the rare. All right, so Notorious, enjoy your pulls. And let's see, next up we have Katie W. Thank you for being a patron. Coma Cosmos Serpent, definitely one of the standouts in Kaldheim. That was a fun deck, spitting out those serpents. Okay, commons and uncommons 2, 3, 4, and 5. What kind of opening is this? So this is, if you missed the earlier part of the video, we're putting together patron snap packs. So these are like just random stuff we've pulled on the channel, extra stuff for patrons, and occasionally we crack some packs. So we're looking for wild cards. So if we hit a wild card, we'll crack open a pack for the patron. We have Hero of the Games, Charismatic Vanguard. What is this split card? Dead and Gone. Arcbound Slasher, Crowsand Druid, Corlessa Scale Singer, Yargle Glutton of Urborg, there he is again, Foulmire Knight, Narika Yamazaki the Poet, Triumph of Gerard, a foil rare, Shivan Reef, and Felidar Retreat is the rare. All right, so pop these in here for you, Katie. And let's see, next, how about... We have Eric Cook. Thank you for being a patron. Dreadroot Cascade. That's pretty awesome. I like what they did with the borderless art for the lands lately. Fantastic. That one's even... That's Crimson Vow, isn't it? Very schnaz. Okay, and then grabbing a foil for you, Eric. Rare or mythic. All right, we got Trusty Pack Beast, Ambuscade, Naga Eternal, Merkal's Edict, Vanquisher's Axe, Gut, True Soul Zealot, Goblin, Adler's Cinderwind, Groom's Finery, Curator's Ward, Naban, Dean of Iteration, extra rare. We've got a foil cast down and Pithing Needle with the promo stamp. That's pretty horrifying artwork right there. Enjoy the pulls, Eric. Next up, we got Herpo, the Fool with the fantastic foil etched, or not foil etched, what do they call those again? Gilded foil. There's so many variants at this point, I've lost track. Does anyone know the new Warhammer decks? They're doing a collector's edition. I've pre-ordered most of those. My LGS wasn't able to get hold of another one because there was another customer was getting that one, but they put in an order for another one. There's these surge foils, so the entire deck is supposed to be foil. So it's like yet another foiling method. Hopefully something that does not turn into a Pringle. Okay, Herpo the Fool. We have Dusk Mantle Operative, Blood Tallow Candle, Carrier Thrall, Tabaxi Toucaneers, Skittering Surveyor, Turgid Shadow, Aethersworn Sphinx, Lazotep Chancellor, Deadly Brew, Quen Pride of Femera, Foil Nest Invader, and Infernal Contract from Mirage. So some awesome artwork right there. Enjoy the pulls. And next, let's see, we've got Luke Killam. Thank you for being a patron. And there's the Teferi's Protection I was thinking about. That one's from Double Masters 2022. So yet another reprint. So they're in the list. They're in the Mystical Archives, Double Masters 2022. Different artwork for each one. But definitely a card that's in high demand. They're typically going for about $20 a piece, although they might be a bit cheaper now with all the different variants. Okay, and a foil rare or mythic here for Luke. Let's go. We have Vivian's Grizzly, Fiery Intervention, Momentary Blink, Belligerent Guest, Banalish Cavalry, Wilson, Refined Grizzly, Extra Rare Doran, the Siege Tower, Dina Soul Steeper, another one from the Pest deck, Sokanzan Smelter, Goblin Artificer, Battlewing Mystic, Sensor Splicer, Foliage, and Bane Fire is the rare. Okay, so enjoy the pools, Luke. We'll set all this stuff aside. Next up we have Ramiro E. Gonzalez Jr. Thank you for being a patron. Very cool Jasmine Boreal. So that was one of the Legends cards for opening a collector booster for the patron. And we still are doing that. I have one more box we'll be cracking next month. So if you are a patron, you're interested in a collector booster, let me know. And you'll get the entire contents plus a guaranteed Legends card. Which reminds me, my Rabid Wombat finally came in. There are a bunch that I'd ordered that took about 3 weeks to get here because the TCG player sellers were pretty slack. Okay, next up we have Tragic Poet, Vicious Offering, Supernatural Stamina, Fell the Pheasant, Bane's Invoker, Shield of the Realm, Urza's Tome, Decisive Denial, Grey Merchant of Asphodel, Renegade Reaper, Foil Light 'em Up, and Lightning Blow from Ice Age. Okay, so that's some real old artwork there. But wait, Ramiro, you have another snap pack. So round 2. Let's see if we can pull that wild card for you. 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a foil, rare or mythic for Ramiro. We have Unwind, Elvish Visionary, Nullback Rhino, Young Red Dragon, Reality Hemorrhage, Inscribed Tablet, Slimefoot the Stowaway, there he is again, Merfolk Trickster, that's a nice pull, Passageway Seer, Thalid Soothsayer, Foil Most Wanted, and it is Depopulate with the promo stamp. So enjoy the pulls out, Ramiro. And let's see who we got. Next up we have Otter JX. Thank you for being a patron. Awesome. Teferi Master of Time. And that card was crazy. They had like a dozen different variants with different swirling behind Teferi. So not sure what the deal with that was. I guess because he is a Master of Time, so they wanted to show time passing. Something like that. Okay, Otter JX. We've got a Young Blue Dragon, Eviscerate, Militia Rallier, Skyhunter Skirmisher, Vraska's Finisher, Hypnotic Sprite. Halar the Fire Fletcher, Vampire's Vengeance, Fire Fist Adept, Zalfaran Void, Last Breath, Foil, and Rings of Bright Hearth is the rare. Okay, scooping it up here. And next we have Homer 9561 and a Johnny Sleeper Agent. That's an awesome pull. Thank you for being a patron. Trying to get the whole set of those Ajanis. I think I got like 2 or 3 so far. Okay, Homer 9561. We have Artificer's Assistant, Elfheim Worm, Call the Cavalry, Tuskguard Captain, Excavation Elephant, Enigma Drake, Wilson Refined Grizzly, Skilled Animator. I think we pulled the Phyrexian version. I vaguely remember getting one of those. I don't know if I pulled it or a patron did. We got Skullbriar, the Walking Grave, extra rare, Wizard's Lightning, Foil Balustrade, Spy, and a mythic Savior of Ollenbach. All right. So enjoy the pulls there, Homer 9561. And next up, we have Benjamin Sullivan. Thank you for being a patron. Benjamin in the Chaos tier. So we got a Lyra Dawnbringer. So the theme this month for the Chaos boxes was Dominaria. So we got a whole bunch of Dominaria or related like characters from Dominaria, which we do have one more video tomorrow with the last 2 Chaos boxes. So I can't remember what would be in those, but I'll be recording the video later today. So that's going to be an awesome one. Okay, Benjamin, we have Last Breath, Grinning Ignis, Youthful Knight, Llanowar Scout, Armillary Sphere, Guided Passage, Extra Rare, Molten Slag Heap, Obscura Charm, Rubble Belt, Rioters, Joda's Codex, Stallion of Ashmouth, Foliage, and Marchesa the Black Rose is the rare. All right, so pop those in there for you. And next up we have E2 Franska. Thank you for being a patron. I think E2 had a bunch of box breaks this month, so I've got some tasty pulls for him. Okay, and then we grab our foil and rare or mythic. All right, E2, we have Casmina's Transmutation, Keldon Raider, Pillarfield Ox, Martial Glory, Skeleton Archer, Keeper of Fables. Here we go. Ding, 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 ding. Standard pack. We'll have to do a refill of the patron boxes. We got Law Seeker's Stone, Mage Hunter, Saltfield Recluse, Fiery Fall Foil, and Dakon Blackblade. And I believe the white border here, it looks like it's Legends, but I think it's Chronicles, because we've got the white border reprint. All right, E2, let's get to snacking. What will we pull? Let's go for a Sheoldred, shall we? Or a Liliana. One of these days we'll get the pack open. Looks like we could have a list pull as well. Nail, Avazoa, Aeronaut. Very cool. Having some fun. Looks like a hot air balloon type thing. And a foil forest. Very tasty. Charismatic Vanguard, Floriferous Vine Wall, Gibbering Barricade, Shield Wall, Sentinel, Founding the Third Path, that's a good one. Chuck that in. Mossbeard Ancient, Frostfist Strider, Prayer of Binding, Alice Ilkor Sadistic Pilgrim, so chucking the legendaries, and Rundvelt Hordemaster Goblin Warrior is the rare. Also a foil Nail Avazoa Aeronaut, that's fun. And from the list, Benediction of Moons. And what is that set symbol? I don't think I've ever seen this one. So leave a note in the comments or chat if you recognize that one. Okay, so we will set all this stuff aside, and I think I need a quick sip of water. Where are we? Over here. Okay, so next patron. Matt Stuff says that symbol is from Guild Pack. Ah, good to know. I think I've only ever opened one pack of Guild Pack. We did a series opening every pack in Magic history. Went from, where did we go? Was it Dominaria United, or no, Commander Legends 2, and we went all the way back to Antiquities. That was pretty much as far back as you can go without taking out a mortgage on your house. Okay, Skeeter, you're up next. Thank you for being a patron. Oh, what I need to do is combine the boxes and refill the wild cards. So we've got our commons there. Grabbing all the uncommons. Hopefully they will fit. Otherwise I'm gonna have a spot of bother. There we go. All right, so we've got 4 wild cards. So I'm gonna distribute these throughout. So one here, one here, and one here. There we go. All right, Skeeter. Now we are ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And a foil. MTG cards on review. Wonder if any of the upcoming sets will have something like Dominaria United's Lost Legends. Good question. The people were saying, the Brothers War, they'll put Antiquities cards in there from the mysterious Antiquities boxes they have laying around a warehouse. But I have my doubts that they'll do that. I think the rumor that is more likely is something like the Mystical Archives of Strixhaven, except they'll be artifacts instead of instants and sorceries. Mystic Moose is on the loose. Welcome, sir. Have not done your snap pack yet, so stay tuned. So Skeeter, we have Firebrand, Archer, Sunmane, Pegasus, Gaia's Protector. Oh, what was that? Did you see that? Stronghold Confessor. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, wild card pulled again. I guess that is a little contrived when you stuff 4 into one box, but we need it, right? We need those packs. Binding the Old Gods, Song of Freyalise, Fungal Plots, Guild Summit, Colligan Monument, Foil Civic Saber, and Evelyn the Covetous with the promo stamp. All right, Skeeter, hopefully you can watch this on the replay. Let's get into your Dominaria United. So we've got Braid's Arisen Nightmare. Yes, pretty nightmarish scene of horror. A mountain. Destroy evil. Haunting figment. Citizens arrest. Crystal grotto. Garner Bloodfist of Keld. So I'll chuck in the legendaries here. Protect the negotiators. Baird Argivian recruiter. There's another one. Resolute reinforcements. Boartuck Bone Rattle. We're being trolled. Is this the first trolling of the video? I think it is. And Rivaz of the Claw for the rare. What else? Foil Battlewing Mystic. And nothing from the list. Okay, one of these days we'll get a Shieldred. We actually pulled a bunch of those this month, including a Phyrexian version. I think I might have sold that on TCG Player though. Okay, who do we have next here? The Mystic Moose. Let's see. I remember seeing your sleeve here. Have not done your opening for the month yet. That will be coming up next week. Matt Stuff says, I want antiquities like Kaladesh Inventions or Invocations from Armenket. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, I love those Armenket inventions. Oh, not inventions, invocations. The Kaladesh Inventions, I think I've only got 2 of those and about 6 invocations. All right, the Mystic Moose, you're up next. Thank you for being a patron. And bear in mind, the box has been stuffed full of wild cards, so we have much better chances in the remainder of the stream for pulling some. So 5. And grabbing a foil. I hope I have enough foils left. That's dwindling rapidly. Okay, the Mystic Moose. We have Break Ties, Fall from Favor, Omen of the Dead, Artificer's Assistant, Healing Grace, Skyblade's Boon, Disciple of the Ring, Extra Rare, Minthara Merciless Soul, Heroes of the Revel, Whisper, Blood Liturgist, Rasputin the Anaromancer, so a foil etched, and a mythic, Resplendent Marshal. Awesome. Love those Kaldheim Angels. I actually built an angel deck, as did probably everybody else. That was a lot of fun. Mystic Moose, you're back for seconds. Let's put together another one for you. Hopefully another mythic. Welcome to Uniform. Dominaria Remaster would be a good spot for Artifact Chase variants. True. I completely forgot about that. When is that one? January? Is that when they're planning, or early next year? How are they going to keep topping themselves for all these collector boosters and stuff? Does anyone remember they did a limited test run, collector boosters for Ravnica Allegiance in the Midwest US? And luckily I was in the test area, so I was able to get a handful of those collector boosters. They weren't that great. We had a lot of complaints, and I think they took that information and used that to improve them. So yeah, completely unrecognizable these days. We've got Befuddle, Gluttonous Guest, Homing Sliver, Knighted Mere, Voda Sea Scavenger, Banishing Slash, Juggernaut, Hammers of Moradin, Tawashi Guidebot, Tenacious Hunter, Foil Bloodthrone Vampire, and Drogskull Reaver is the rare from Double Masters 2022, which incidentally we're doing another box break of that next month. So if you're a patron, let me know if you're interested in participating. Next up, we got Tito Del Scorcho. Thank you for being a patron. And he got a Moss Monster from Legends for his extra card for a collector booster. So I didn't actually pull it from the collector booster. I've just been handing them out for the patrons who are participating in that break. Okay, Tito Del Scorcho. We have Touch of the Void with some Eldrazi Horror, Keldon Overseer, Skirt Prospector Goblin, Smashing Success Godfarrow's Faithful, Field of Ruin, Strength of the Pack, Rescuer Tringua, Saravok Deathbringer, Oni Cult Anvil, a Foil Mountain, and Catalyst Stone. What is that? I'm going to say Odyssey. Is that right? Awesome artwork. I like the border on that one. Very cool. Okay, next up we have Domino. Thank you for being a patron. Let's get your snack pack together, sir. Alright, Domino. We have Bloodwater Entity, Renegade Map, Traveler's Amulet, Gathan Raiders, Inner Flame Igniter, Kazarov, Singir Pureblood, extra rare, Cast Down, Rite of Bells and Lock, another extra rare, Ambition's Cost, When We Were Young, Foil Rushnacht, Heir of Rogar, Kobold Warrior, and On Thin Ice is the rare. And that reminds me a little bit of Thing in the Ice. Was that from, I'm going to say Shadows over Innistrad or Eldritch Moon, one of those. All right, Domino, you're back for seconds. Let's put it together. Two, three, 4, and 5, and foil, and rare or mythic. Whoa, here we go. Okay, we have a Skirt Prospector, Goblin, Fiery Fall, Census Splicer, Myconid Spore Tender, Feral Abomination, Torch Breath, Rilza Rael, Kingpin, Thalid Soothsayer, Bearded Axe, Mahadi Emporium Master, Fervent Strike, and a, not a foil, extra rare, is it? No, what am I doing? Okay, so this tricked me. This is actually the foil. And, okay, there's the rare. Bone Crusher Giant with the promo stamp. This was an awesome card when it was in Standard. Pretty much a staple of the red decks. Excellent. Okay, who do we got next? Next up we have Don Sava. Thank you for being a patron. And that is actually a foil Defiler of Vigor. Very nice card indeed. And a foil, and where are we? Rare or mythic for Don. Let's check it out. We got Decanter of Endless Water, Aerial Guide, Floriferous Vine Wall, Gideon's Reproach, Primordial Worm, Dreadshade, Time of Ice, Skizzik, Zalfaran Void, Sacred Fire. Okay, here's the foil. Wall of Omens, nice one. And Dreadhorde Arcanist for the rare with the promo stamp. So there you go, Don. Enjoy the pulls. Next up we have Pedro Villa. Thank you for being a patron. And I believe you were at the Chaos tier, so your opening is going to be up tomorrow. So good luck on that one. And picking a foil, rare or mythic for Pedro. Okay, we have Charge, Swift Spinner, Meteorite, Advanced Stitchwing, Coldwater Snapper, Fires of Victory, Cast Down, Replicating Ring, Metropolis Angel, Coastline Marauders, Foil Carplusen Strider, and Might of Oaks. Okay, so this one's from Urza's. So I was wondering, I said earlier in the stream we pulled like a squirrel card for a patron, but I couldn't remember if I had another one here. So that's probably the other one in the box. Awesome. Okay, who do we have next? Another patron at the Chaos tier, so your video will be up tomorrow. We have Louise Philippe. Thank you for being a patron. See if we can find another squirrel in the box. Seem to be a little thin on the trolls today, though. We usually get a lot more trolls out of the boxes. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, yep. And a foil, rare or mythic. All right, let's see what we got here. We have Armor of Shadows, Snooping Newsy, Run Ashore, the Trolls are sleeping, yeah. What is it? Notvold Slumbermound, Dauntless Survivor, Talarian Terror, Commander Liara Portier, Colt Conscript, Runaway Trashbot, Noble's Purse, Urg, Spawn of Turg. We were talking about Frog Commanders earlier, and Extract from Darkness Foliage, and Oblivion Stone for the rare. Notorious, for a second I thought you meant trolls in chat. Yeah, that too. Normally I have to ban at least 2 or 3 trolls every episode, but we're doing pretty good today. All right, Heracles Alvaro, you're up next. Thank you for being a patron. And like I said, all these empty sleeves mean your video is coming up next week. So I'm going to be pretty busy getting all that together because I think we have to double up in some cases. 2, 3, 4, 5. Thanks for dropping by, Uniform. We actually did your opening earlier in the video, but you should be able to see they do an automatic transcript. So once that's usually like 24 hours after live stream. The transcript is there, and then you can just search for your name. That's the quickest way to locate it. All right, Heracles, we have Keldon Warcaller, Scatter the Seeds, Desert of the Glorified, Grapple with the Past, Nature's Law, that is a nice pull indeed, Reinforced Ronin, Egar the Freezing Flame, Meteoric Mace, Memorial to War, Spore Sower, Thallid, Foil, Swampy, nice one, and Defiler of Instinct is the rare with the borderless art. Fantastic. Next up we have Teddy W. Thank you for being a patron. You're welcome, Uniform. enjoy your weekend. And a foil and rare or mythic. Let's get into that. Teddy W. We have Sergeant at Arms, Skywarp Scarb, Horde Robber, Llanowar Envoy, Thieves' Tools, Elvish Hydromancer, Swashbuckler Extraordinaire, Wizard's Retort, Sage of Latnam, Burnished Heart, Foil Cloakwood Hermit, and Emperor Mihail 2 is the rare. Okay, so pop these in here for you, Teddy. Next up we have Wheezing. Thank you for being a patron. Okay, Wheezing. Let's dig in. We have Temple Thief, Command Tower, Jeskai Elder, Reality Acid, Falconwrath Celebrants, Rakdos Headliner, Icy Manipulator, Public Enemy, Whisper Blood Liturgist, Vow of Lightning, Foil Bloodwater Entity, and Feign the Broker is the rare. Okay, scooping it up here. And let's see, who do we have next? It is Jonathan Vogelsang. Thank you for being a patron. So he's at the commander tier. Got the Grand Arbiter Augustine the Fourth. They like to put their Roman numerals in there, apparently. Okay, Jonathan. We have Radiating Lightning, Might of Old Crowser, Eerie Soul Tender, Pierce the Sky, Sewer Croc, fantastic, Wizened Sen, Topaz Dragon, Accursed Horde, Sir Eleonora the Discerning, The Mending of Dominaria, I think that's an extra rare, yep, Foil Rift Bolt, and Dwarven Thaumaturgist. Does this remind anyone else of the Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power? Leave a note in the chat or comments. So that's an old school rare. Okay, next we have I Am Terrific, and I bet you are because you're a patron. Thank you for being a patron. Let's put this snap pack together. And foil, rare or mythic for I Am Terrific. We got Pack Attack, Rampant Growth with the Borderless Art, Dark Bargain, Phantasmal Dreadmore, Power Stone Shard, Harold King of Skemfar Showcase, Abdul Adrian Gorian's Ward, Mahamoti Jin, Path to the World Tree, Spore Crowned Thalid, Forebear's Blade. Okay, so that's the foil and a mythic. Garrick Primal Hunter from Commander 2019. Awesome. So enjoy the pulls there. Next up we have Gabriel Lau. Thank you for being a patron. And a foil And rare or mythic. Okay, Gabriel. Sparring Construct from Dominaria. Wingsteed Rider. Notorious loves that version of Rampant Growth. Bought one last month. Yeah, the borderless art on that's fantastic. Scout the Wilderness. Tellurian Scholar. Oh, what was that? A Coombe Hellhound. Fungal Plots. And ding, 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 ding. Wildcard time. Standard pack for you, Gabriel. Let's set that aside. I was wondering it had been a while. We've got Vizier of the Scorpion. Sylvan Awakening, extra rare. Memorial to Folly, foil Flood of Recollection, and Windborn Muse. Okay, so let's get into this pack here. Fingers crossed for the Sheoldred or Liliana. Either one will be happy with. Braids, Arisen Nightmare. So that is the showcase version, and you get the stamped version as well. Nice. Along with a Mountain Negate. Banalish Sleeper, Flowstone Infusion, Volshi Tide Turner. Notorious says, I hope I get lucky with an extra pack next month. Yes. Join forces. There are patrons who have been patrons for years and finally they end up getting one. A very sweet moment. Joint Exploration, Heroes Heirloom, the Weatherseed Treaty, Balmore Battle Mage Captain. All right. Oh, and it's Khan Living Legacy. Ding, 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 ding. We need to sleeve that guy up. And a foil Captain's Call. And from the list, Seshiro the Anointed. All right, that was a pretty good pack. Okay, so grabbing a sleeve for the Khan. Living Legacy, fantastic. So enjoy the pools there, Gabriel. And pack opening coming up next week. Next up, we have Cody Beers. Thank you for being a patron. And a foil, rare or mythic. Okay. Cody, we have Cabal Evangel. Settle Beyond Reality, Mold Beast. Into the Royal, Jukai Preserver. Nature's Spiral, Slinvoda the Rising Deep, Cleanup Crew. Red Dragon, Golem Artisan. Got a foil Mountain and Rose Room Treasurer is the rare. I think that's one of the commander ones from Streets of New Capenna. So there you go, Cody. Next up we have a level 50 Metapod. Thank you for being a patron. And a foil and rare or mythic for the Metapod. Okay, we have Tormod's Crypt Keeper, Cloakwood Swarm Keeper, Phyrexian Espionage, Brindle Shoat, Call to Serve, Narika Yamazaki the Poet, The Three Seasons, Hailstorm Valkyrie, Memorial to Glory, Forebear's Blade, Extra Rare, Foil Tori de Avenant Fury Rider, and wait, that, yes, that is the textured foiling goodness, awesome, and the Phasing of Zalfir is the rare. Okay, so there we go, level 50 Metapod. Next up we have James W. Thank you for being a patron. Let's get to cracking here. Notorious on Monday. I think I'm getting one of the Commander Precons from Dominaria United. So were you getting the Legends one or the Painbow? I think they're both pretty strong actually compared to a lot of the set Commander decks they've done in the past. Although they do, admittedly, they are priced higher. I think they're like over $40 for these ones, so a bit more than usual. Okay, James, we have Ether Snipe, Kasmina's Transmutation, Shrivel, Droga Thought Thief, Lantern of Revealing, Arvad the Cursed, Herd Baloth, Bloodsworn Squire, flips around into Bloodsworn Knight, Fall of the Imposter, Fungal Plots, Foil Mythic, Sphinx of Clear Skies, nice, and Disorder in the Court. All right, so enjoy the pools there, James. But wait a minute. You have another snap pack. So let's go. Notorious Painbow just needs so much land fixing. Yeah, like, I couldn't believe it. It seemed like half to 3/4 of the deck was just lands. Like land. Normally there's a section where they have the lands near the end, but there were lands everywhere. So that was my biggest question. How are they going to do the mana fixing? Yeah, just chuck in every named land that you can. Okay, James, let's check out the second one here. We have Pegasus Corsa, Primal Plasma, Commune with Spirits, Mere Scrapling, Strands of Undeath, Verdant Force Extra Rare, Warden of Evos Isle, Roshin Meanderer, Cleaving Skyrider, Soul Snare, a Foil Hyena Umbra, and the Mimeoplasm with the borderless art. Very cool. It's a creature ooze. So enjoy your ooze there, James. Let's set all this stuff aside. Okay, who is up next? We got Miles Thornton Sherman. Thank you for being a patron. Notorious wishes they'd made Joda the commander instead. Yeah, no shortage of legendaries in that set. We have Guardians of Quelos, Divination, Capture Sphere for all your Pokemon needs, Jade Orb of Dragonkind, Geist Snatch, Dungeon Delver, Crystal Dragon, Security Rocks, Travel Preparations. Oh, ding, 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 ding. Wild card has been pulled. They're thinning out now. There's only one more in the box. And a foil Mog War Marshal, Goblin, and a mythic Rith Liberated Primeval with the showcase stained glass artwork. All right, Miles. Did you pull one for the channel? I can't remember. Joda? I think I have pulled a Joda. We got Garner Bloodfist of Keld. So there we go. Stained glass art. Followed by a Plains Geothermal Bog, Tellurian Geyser, Stall for Time, Voda Sea Scavenger, Monstrous War Leech, Braids' Frightful Return, Raph Weatherlight Stalwart, so I'll chuck that one in. Torrey de Avenant Fury Rider, that one as well. And Astor Bearer of Blades is the rare, along with Silver Scrutiny, Foil Aaron Benalia's Ruin, and an Ornithopter. Okay, so we'll scoop it all up here for Miles. And next we have Dolph Grimm. Thank you for being a patron. Yeah, you pulled all the nice cards for the channel. I keep saying if people want to take part in the box breaks, there'll be more cards for the patrons. So, yes, that's the way it works, people. Okay, Dolph Grimm. We have Jeru's Renunciation, Liliana's Elite, Arbor Armament, Nefarious Imp, White Mane Lion, Gyra's Familiar, Shield of the Realm, Knight of Grace, pulling a lot of Dominaria here, Wizard's Lightning, and Maestro's Charm, Foil Llanowar Elves, and Immaculate Magistrate from Lorwyn. You think they'll go back to Lorwyn? My guess would probably be, I'm going to say 2024 seems a good time to go back to Lorwyn. All right, next we have Brino Meyer. Thank you for being a patron. A very spicy mythic there for you. What is that? Endurance from Modern Horizons 2. So 3, 4, 5, yep. And a foil, rare or mythic. I wish I had, but between buying cards for Commander decks and the power bill, I was tapped out. Yeah, it's too hard to keep up. All this stuff coming out at once. We have Negate, Winter Eladrin, Pirates Pillage, Arcane Flight, Jousting Dummy, Cardo's Vicious Return, Meteoric Mace, Mask of Memory, Feywild Visitor, Rabbit Battery. Foil John Aranicus Shattered One with the foil etching, and Nemesis of Reason. All right. MTG cards on review. Imagine what if they went back to Fallen Empires or Ice Age. They sort of did. I'm going to say they sort of did with Kaldheim. Similar sort of wintry theme for Ice Age, but I think it's a different plane. Okay, next up we have Kafuda Mappa. Thank you for being a patron. Digging in. All right, what do we have here? Children of Corliss. Stormfleet Pyromancer, Paragon of Modernity, Avon's Sentry, Furnace Whelp, Arcus Acolyte, Port of Carfell, Thirst for Knowledge, Kanji's Lieutenant, Veteran Soldier, Thraben Watcher, Foil, and Zur the Enchanter is the rare. Nice commander for you today. But wait, Kafuda Mappa is back for seconds. Here we go. Let's get into it. There we go. All right. Kafuda Mappa round 2. We have Goggles of Night, Chain Devil, Okiba Reckon Raid with the Rats in Leather Jackets. Awesome. Nazumi Road Captain, Bewilder, Anointer of Valor, Tauran Sky Summoner, extra rare. Zahid Jin of the Lamp, another extra rare. Cobbled Lancer, Quasar Augur of Agonies, Hope Tender, Foil Etched Mythic, the Lady of Otaria, nice, and Chaos Warp for the rare. All right. Notorious really liked Kaldheim. Wish I was playing during the ones with gods. Yes. All right, next up we have Stump Jumper John. Thank you for being a patron. Yeah, Theros and the Egyptian set. Actually, they even had gods in War of the Spark as well. But yeah, Amonkhet was when I started playing. Awesome set, although a lot of people really didn't like it at the time. We have Krozali Pride Mage, Citadel Woodreaders, Vicious Offering, Steady Aim, Greater Tanuki, Sorcerer's Wand, Wizard's Lightning, Najal the Stormrunner, Thornmantle Striker, Reverent Hoplite. Okay, that's just a regular. Okay, foil is Mazzy, True Sword Paladin, foil etched, and a mythic Zur Eternal Schemer. Nice. I think I pulled the textured version of that for the channel day, so very happy about that one. Return to Homelands or Alliances. I think Alliances is probably more likely. All right, next up we have Terrell Anderson. Thank you for being a patron. And your bundle, I believe, is getting open right near the end of the month. So stay tuned for that. Okay, Terrell, we have... Oh, right off the bat. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. Here is your standard pack. We'll set that aside here. We have Citadel Gate, Hissing Iguana, Marble Diamond, Casmina's Transmutation, Skemfart Shadow Sage, Spore Crown Thallid, Swiftfoot Boots, Imoen Mystic Trickster, Chainer's Torment, Foil Stimulus Package, and Increasing Ambition is the rare. Okay, but we want to get into the Dominaria United now. Notorious is 3D printing a Commander deck box at the moment. How long will that take? Is that like an all day type thing for it to lay all the filament or whatever? We've got Writhing Necromass for the art card, followed by a Swamp, Phyrexian Espionage, Contaminated Aquifer, Molten Tributary, Academy Wall, Queen Alanel of Ruaduk, so we'll chuck that one in, Yavimaya Iconoclast, Linebreaker, Baloth, Urg, Spawn of Turg, there he is again, Aaron Benalia's Ruin, and Llanowar Loam Speaker for the rare. Foil Sacred Peaks, and nothing from the list. Oh, but we do get an Ajani Sleeper Agent emblem. Let's chuck that in as well. Notorious says it'll take 2 days for all the parts of the Commander deck box. Yeah. I know I've seen... oh, what? The big part takes 16 hours. Whoa. I've seen videos where they fast forward it and you can see it like layer at a time. Like, oh, that would take a while. Okay, next up we have Snail. Thank you for being a patron. And a foil, rare or mythic. I think I've got just enough foils in here actually, so that was good. Okay, Snail, we have Unwind, Capture Sphere for all your Pokemon needs, Coiling Oracle, Sword Coast Serpent, Earthen Arms, Monstrous Onslaught, Ingenuity Engine, Sprouting Goblin, Two-Handed Axe, Warcry Phoenix, Foil Cabaret Initiate, and Mind Moil is the rare. All right. Notorious says, posted the pics on Discord. So this is for the 3D printed deck box. If it was a different printer, it would take much less time. It'd probably cost a lot more too. Aren't there like really high-end ones you can get? Okay, Rat Medic, you're up next. Thank you for being a patron. That's 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2. That printer costs like 2,000 US dollars. Yeah, pretty pricey. Okay, Gideon's Sacrifice, Caligo's Skin Witch, Gluttonous Guest, Short Sword, Unlikely Aid, Essence Capture, Selfless Samurai, Burnished Heart, Prayer of Binding, Yorgmoth's Vile Offering, Extra Rare, Foil Excavation Elephant, and an Eldrazi Displacer for the rare. It's a printer you build from scratch. Wasn't there some science fiction story where they have like 3D printers that are printing 3D printers, and then it's just like gets out of control? Reminds me of that Scoot Swarm card. Okay, Hendrik, you're up next. Thank you for being a patron. You can build it cheaper, but you'd rather use better quality parts. Yeah, it'd probably last longer, wouldn't it? 2, 3, 4, 5. I've heard they're a little bit tricky to get calibrated sometimes. Okay, foil and rare or mythic. Okay, Hendrik, we have Driver of the Dead, Seeker of the Way, Charcoal Diamond, Laev Sky Knight, The Shattered States era, flipping it around into Nameless Conqueror, Field of Ruin, Brackish Trudge, The Trickster God's Heist, Armorcraft Judge, Strength of the Pack, Foil Militia Bugler, and a mythic Velomachus Lorehold. Welcome. Awesome Elder Dragon from Strixhaven. Okay, on the home stretch here, just a couple more patrons left. We have Nick Doze. Thank you for being a patron. Okay, and a rare or mythic for Nick. Okay, we are Captured by Lagax, Deadly Recluse, Charmed Stray, Unbounded Potential, Shiny Impetus, Ascent of the Worthy, Burning Anger, Harvester of Souls, Ray of Master Smith, Beacon Bolt, Foil Burning Tree Emissary, and Shivan Reef from 9th edition. What? With the white border. Okay. Okay, one more patron to go. And it's Tony Siriani. Got a crazy pack this month. Thank you for being a patron. Got the Sakashima of 1,000 Faces. Okay, Tony. Starting to lose my voice now, sadly. We have Monastery Swiftspear, Priest of the Haunted Edge, Annoyed Altasaur, Hadji Mob, we've been trolled again. Second trolling of the video, I believe. Academy Drake, Abzan Falconer, Zar Ojanen, Scion of Ephevra. Legendary, yeah. What is this? Oh, 2 hours, 20 minutes. Craziness. We've got Slurk, All Ingesting, Amber Gristle, O'Mole, Goblin War Chief, Foil Forest, and Gilded Lotus. What a great finish there. Enjoy the pools, Tony. So I'll set all this stuff aside. So looking forward to next month. We've got a bunch of crazy stuff coming up, including the Commander decks for Warhammer 40k. We've also got the new Unset Unfinity. So we'll be getting stuck into some collector boosters there, as well as draft boxes. And Notorious says, and people want more patron slots. Yeah. So I'd have I'd have a dry little croak after like 10 hours of boxes. I'd need to get some bigger boxes as well. All right, so there we have it. Hope everyone's having a fantastic weekend. If you are a patron, I've not yet done your opening. Stay tuned for next week. Hope everyone's staying safe and healthy out there. Thanks for watching and have a great day.